Welcome back to the Plus Side of Nashville. Being unable to read affects all aspects of your life. Those with low literacy skills are far more likely to feel ashamed, live in poverty, and face health problems. And joining me now is Kim Karish, the CEO of Nashville Adult Literacy Council, an organization that helps adults learn to read. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you, and the work that you all are doing is just invaluable because, Kim, I can't imagine going through life being unable to read. Talk about the stigma, the effects that these people go through in their lives.
Yeah, the statistics are really surprising. 1 in 8 Nashville adults can't read at a functional level. So that means that it's difficult for them to perform their day-to-day activities, like reading street signs, job applications, being able to help their children with homework. And then in addition to that, 17% of Nashvillians need help learning to speak English.
Yes.
And so when you're an adult, you sort of have this expectation that you're going to be able to navigate the freedom that's available to you in life, and it can be really hard to ask for help.
Yeah.
And so sometimes there is an embarrassment that comes with coming to us, and that's one of the things that I love the most about the work that we do, is that people come to us knowing their why.
Yeah.
They've already figured out, I need to improve in this area to get a better life, and that's when they come to us, and they're highly motivated and so appreciative of the help that we're able to give.
Well, let's talk about the help that you give in some of the programs, because when these folks come to you, I'm sure it's different levels. Maybe somebody's reading at a 3rd grade level, somebody can't hardly read at all, because for years they've been able to hide it, and they've learned how to hide it from family members and everybody. The programs that you offer, where do you start with them?
Yeah, so we'll start with the student, and we'll do an assessment to understand what level they are, but then we also let all of our students set their own goals. Some of them want a high school diploma, some of them want to go on to college, but some of them want to be able to get a driver's license so that they can get a job a little farther away that will help them overcome issues of poverty.
Because I didn't even think about that. You can't even get a driver's license.
That's right. There's so many things that you might not think about. And so we let the students set their own goals because they have their own motivation, and we meet them where they are. And we do it through our programs. We've got some classroom programs, but the vast majority of what we do is working with volunteers. So we work with nearly 500 volunteers a year.
Wow.
And we will help match up those volunteers with an individual student so that they can begin helping each other right away.
Oh, I love that. And I know sometimes there are children that can speak English, that can read, yet their parent can't. And you guys really want to work in sort of combining the children with their parents and making that all work.
Well, literacy is a family issue.
Yes.
And if you are a child born to an illiterate adult, you have a 72% likelihood that you will score at the lowest reading levels yourself.
Wow.
And so we do look at this as a family matter. And I myself have been a volunteer. I'm not just the CEO, I'm also a volunteer. And I worked with a student for a whole year, and she has 3 children. The student had a 6th grade education from a different country. Her parents never read to her. And she's working with her children and reading to them every night as she's learning English. And her children all have dreams to go to college. And we get to stand at the tipping point for that family, and you know that every generation is going to be different after this moment.
Oh, I know this is true. We got to take a break, but we've got so much more to talk about. I want to talk about volunteers, and I know that that's something that you need. But we'll be back with more with Kim right after this.